Hey YouTube, Capricious Black Box here. Just a quick little story, just something I found interesting. I was thinking about it. It happened to me a little while ago, but I was thinking about it today. And I live in a relatively small town and I operate a small business. And I'd had the occasion one day with 4 different clients to really think about how we can, how we reveal how much we value personal relationships and even business relationships. In one day I had 4 clients and 3 had really contrasted with the one. Now the one was a relatively new client. I hadn't dealt with him that much, a little bit, but not much. And he was really beating me up on price. And I sort of take that as if someone's beating me up on price, really what that means is they don't value me that well yet, of course. And through the process of rendering services to him, there was some issues and some problems. And, at the end of the day, we had a sort of an addendum repair that we needed to do at the end. And there was almost a question, it was hanging in the air as to whether or not he would understand that I would still require payment for services rendered. I'd actually done some freebies and stuff for him already to this point, so it wasn't unreasonable for me to expect payment. And at the end, I thought to myself, if he tries to leave without at least asking if there's a bill, I'm probably going to sever the relationship, because this isn't that respectful. And he did ask, so do I owe you anything? But you could tell he was very frustrated about it. And again, he had expressed frustration at the bills previous. And I'm not the most expensive in town. And I'm very reasonable, and I offer a lot of customer service along with my actual professional services. So I really don't think I was being unreasonable. And I contrasted that. He paid me and he left it, but it was still tense and strange. I contrast that with the other 3 fellows that had been in there the same day. So the one had been in a few times for very small things, and I'd never charged him for those, maybe 2, 3, 4 times. And he came in again, something small, nothing that big. And after we were finished, he said, "What do I owe you?" And I said, "Oh, like $40." And he handed me $100 bill. And I said, "Well, that's too much. It's not. I asked for 40." And he said, "Yeah, but I've been here these other times, and you haven't charged me for those." And I was just, I think this is fair. And I handed him $50 back, and I said, "I'm good with that. Like, let's leave it there." And he's since been back, and it was great. It felt great to have someone. He wants to pay me more, and I want to take less, and it just shows that we both valued the relationship. I felt. I had another one after that the same day. Asked me how much I wanted for the repairs that it was done. What do I owe you? And I told him, and he said, "Oh, that's not enough. What are you doing here?" And I said, "No, it is enough. We're good. This is fair. This is fair to both of us. And then the third one is a customer I've had for quite a while, and he always tips me $20. Whatever I tell him the bill is, he pays me $20 more. And it's not that I couldn't use the money, but I'm not hurting either, and I really don't feel like I need the extra $20 from him every time. So what I've done is I've just made his bills $20 less for the last 3 or 4 years. And I really appreciate the gesture on his part, but I don't necessarily need the extra $20. So, he's happy, I'm happy. And I think it really illustrates how much we both value the relationship. And I contrasted that with the first guy, and I just thought it was very, very interesting. It's not all that difficult sometimes to ascertain how much value people place on a given relationship. And of course, this, you could transfer this to anywhere. But especially in a business relationship, because generally speaking, we're sort of all there. I'm there to get the most money I can for a given service in theory, and they're there to get the most service they can for a given dollar, or to pay as little dollars for a specific service as possible. And yet here are these 3 instances where that's not the case. And I think it's because of value. And the other fellow just didn't place that much value on the relationship yet, whether I haven't earned his trust yet, or whether that's not possible with him, or whatever. I feel like I'm doing what I need to do. I run a successful business, so I don't think that's the case. But at any rate, I just thought I'd share that. It's very interesting. It made me think a lot about being cognizant of interactions during the day, whether it would be with family members or with clients or even other people, associates and business vendors and that sort of thing, to see what kind of value people place on a relationship.